Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. To the Buddha, Dharma and Aryan Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightened. By the merits from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. To the Buddha, Dharma and Aryan Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightened. By the merits from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. To the Buddha, Dharma and Aryan Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightened. By the merits from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. In particular, I must achieve enlightenment quickly in order to free all the numberless kind mother sentient beings from the unimaginable oceans of samsaric sufferings and lead them to peerless full enlightenment. For this purpose, I must listen and thereafter put into practice the teachings of the profound Buddha Dhamma. Tayata Shami Shamavati Shamita Shamtru Ankure Mankure Marazite Kerote Keure Tezowati Olayani Vishuddha Nimali Manapanaye Kukure Kaka Grase Grasani Omuki Param Muki Amuki Shamitani Sawa Grana Bana Nani Negivita Sawa Para Pravadina Vibuddha Mara Pasha Siddhabitwa Buddha Mudra Anungatita Sawa Mari Buttarita Parishudi Vigasatu Sawa Maha Kamarni. I prostrate to gathering of Dakinis of three places, coming from the supreme holy site of space and joy, who have the powers of clairvoyance and magical emanation, and regard practitioners as their offspring. Aka Samarasa Shadarasa Mariapi. Aka Samarasa Shadarasa Mariapi. Aka Samarasa Shadarasa Mariapi. Tayata Gade Gade Paragade Parasam Gade Buddhi Soha. Tayata Gade Gade Paragade Parasam Gade Buddhi Soha. Tayata Gade Gade Paragade Parasam Gade Buddhi Soha. To the power of the great truth of the words of the exalted three jewels, may all adverse conditions be overcome. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. May all the evils such as enemies, obstacles and hindrances and adverse conditions be pacified. Shantim Kuriya Soha. May the 80,000 types of obstacles be pacified. May we be separated from adverse harmful conditions. May everything conducive be obtained, and by the auspiciousness of everything good, may there be excellent happiness here and now. May all sentient beings achieve extraordinary superior happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from the unbearable sea of suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from the bliss of supreme liberation. May all sentient beings be free of all bias, attachment, and anger to near ones and aversion to others. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Reverently, I prostrate my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actually offered and mentally transformed. I confess all my negative actions accumulated since beginnerless time, and rejoice in the virtues of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate all the virtues of others and myself to the great enlightenment. The Heart Sutra. Thus have I heard, once the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha at Vulture Peak Mountain, together with a great gathering of Sangha of monks and a great gathering of Sangha of Bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One entered a samadhi that expresses the Dharma called profound illumination, and at the same time, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, while practicing the profound Prajna Paramita, saw in this way. He saw the five skandhas also to be empty of nature. Then through the power of the Buddha, Venerable Sariputra said to noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, how should a son or daughter of noble family train who wishes to practice the profound Prajna Paramita? Addressed in this way, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, said to Venerable Sariputra, O Sariputra, a son or daughter of noble family who wishes to practice the profound Prajna Paramita should see in this way, seeing the five skandhas to be empty of nature. Form is emptiness, emptiness also is form. Emptiness is no other than form, form is no other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, perception, formation, and consciousness are emptiness. Thus, Sariputra, all dharmas are emptiness. There are no characteristics, there is no birth and no cessation, there is no impurity and no purity, there is no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Sariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no perception, no formation, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no appearance, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no dharmas, no eye dhatu up to no mind dhatu, no dhatu of dharmas, no mind consciousness dhatu, no ignorance, no end of ignorance up to no old age and death, no end of old age and death, no suffering, no origin of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, Sariputra, since the Bodhisattvas have no attainment, they abide by means of Prajna Paramita. Since there is no obscuration of mind, there is no fear. They transcend falsity and attain complete nirvana. All the Buddhas of the three times, by means of Prajna Paramita, fully awaken to unsurpassable, true, complete enlightenment. Therefore, the great mantra of Prajna Paramita, the mantra of great insight, unsurpassed mantra, the unequaled mantra, the mantra that calms all suffering, should be known as truth. Since there is no deception, the Prajna Paramita mantra is said in this way: Tayata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Soha. Thus, Sariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva should train in the profound Prajna Paramita. Then the Blessed One arose from that samadhi and praised noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, saying, Good, good, O son of noble family, thus it is. O son of noble family, thus it is. One should practice the profound Prajna Paramita just as you have taught, and all the Dagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, Venerable Sariputra and noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, the whole assembly and the world with its gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas rejoice and praise the words of the Blessed One. Okay, we'll take a break here.
And thank you, Anila. So it's that time of the day to make some announcements. So tonight, the topic by Singha Rinpoche will be how to practice renunciation. So very shortly, Shifu will be out to start commence teachings. And in today's announcements, Qingming Festival 2024. So from 29th of March all the way to the 10th of April is where, you know, it's a time for us to remember and pay respects to our ancestors and departed loved ones. So throughout this whole Qingming festival, our resident Sanghas will be conducting prayers and offerings for 13 days consecutively. So dedicating merits for the departed to transcend samsara and swiftly transmigrate to Amitabha's Pure Land. So please register and learn more about this event right here on this QR code. So we'll pause a bit to scan. And also, this is truly the season to gratitude and remembrance. And of course, there will be the bountiful food offering that's happening on the 10th of April, 2 p.m. So with the recitation of mantras and prayers by Singha Rinpoche and the Sanghas, these offerings will be visualized as wonderful delicacies that will be offered to the three jewels and all sentient beings in the 10 directions. Upon completion of the offering ceremony that's happening on the 10th of April, all food items will be donated to charities. So register and join us in this merit making with bountiful food offering right here at this QR code. And we have this short course on how to do your daily prayers happening on the 6th of April, Saturday, from 2 to 5 p.m. It is on site at 147 Tyree Road at the level 2 classroom, and the language of instruction is English. So if you are new to Buddhism and have just taken refuge, unsure of how to start your daily Dharma practice, join Venerable Losang Dichen on this introduction class for beginners to start their daily prayers, such as Shakyamuni Buddha morning prayers and other prayers and mantras. So scan to register for this course. And of course, the ritual series, it's upcoming. So there's this Dorje Bow and Hand Mudra class that's happening on the 20th and 27th April on Saturday. So 2 to 5 p.m. Temple's main hall. The language of instruction will be English, and this is where we will discover the profound significance of these implements in ritual practices and learn the art, utilizing them with the guidance of our very own Geshe Jigme and also Anila, Venerable Tupten children. So scan here to register for the course. And of course, we will be celebrating Kuan Ying's Bodhisattva's birthday. That's happening on the 28th of March, Thursday. So at 11 a.m., there will be the food offering before all Buddhas, the recitation of the Lotus Sutra Universal Gate chapter in Chinese. And at 8 p.m., they will be doing the Million Money Night. So Charinzik mantra recitation guided by Singha Rinpoche. So in celebration of this Kuan Yin Bodhisattva's birthday, so do join us as we engage in prayers and practices to create great merit and auspicious conditions for all beings. So scan here to make offerings. And of course, the Kuan Yin Wish Granting Jewel, in celebration of Kuan Yin's Bodhisattva's birthday, we are also launching this Kuan Yin Wish Granting Jewel, which is a great merit opportunity for devotees to adorn our holy rupa of 1000 Charinzik with exquisite jade bangles. So name and wishes of the offer will be written on every bangle, which will then be placed on the holy rupa for 1 full year. So scan right here on this QR code to offer this Kuan Yin Wish Granting Jewel. That'll be all for now. So let's, take a deep breath, chill, and wait for Rinpoche's arrival. And when he arrives, everybody can stand up, and then later we'll make 3 prostrations. Thank you.
Hoge yogi no chansa mema kesa dombola yatsen chogi godrune pema june shesudra kodu kanro mambo kro kiki jesu lapdrugi Jingi Lapche Shesu Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Ugyen Yogi No Chansam Pema Kesa Lombola Yaksen Chogi Godruni Pema June Shesudra Kodu Kanro Mambokro Keki Jesu Lapjogi Chingi Lapje Shesu So Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Ugyen Yogi Lo Chansam Pema Kesa Lombola Yaksen Chogi Godrugli Pema June Shesudra Kodu Kandro Mambokro Keki Jesu Lapjogi Chingi Lapje Shesu So Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Ugyen Yogi Lo Chansam Pema Kesa Lombola Yaksen Chogi Godrune Pema June Shesudra Kodu Kando Mamboko Keki Jesu Lapjogi Chingi Lapje Shesu So Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Ugyen Yogi Lo Chansam Pema Kesa Lombola Yaksen Chogi Godrugli Pema June Shesudra Kodu Kando Mamboko Keki Jesu Lapjogi Chingi Lapje Shesu So Guru Pema Siddhi Hong.
Okay, let's offer mandala. Oma Hum, Oma Hum, Oma Hum. Om Raja ground Ahom. Here's the mighty and powerful base of gold. Om Raja line Ahom. Outer ring is encircled with this iron fence. In the center, the king of mountains, Mount Meru. In the east, the continent Puva Videha. In the south, Jambuvipa. In the west, Aparagodaniya. In the north, Uttarakuru. Around the east, the subcontinents Deha and Videha. Around the south, Chamara and Abachamara. Around the west, Sata and Uttaramantri. Around the north, the subcontinents Kurava and Kaurava. In the east is the treasure mountain. In the south is the wish-granting tree. In the west is the wish-granting crown. In the north is the harvest that needs no cultivation. Here's the precious wheel. Here's the precious jewel. Here's the precious queen. Here's the precious minister. Here's the precious elephant. Here's the precious and best of horses. Here's the precious general. Here's the great treasure vase. Here's the goddess of beauty. Here's the goddess of garlands. Here's the goddess of song. Here's the goddess of dance. Here's the goddess of flowers. Here's the goddess of incense. Here's the goddess of light. Here's the goddess of perfume. Here's the sun. Here's the moon. Here's the umbrella of all that is precious. Here's the banner of victory in all directions. In the center are all possessions precious to gods and men. This magnificent collection, lacking in nothing, I offer to you, my kind and holy Roots Lama, together with you, venerable lineage Lamas, and to Lama Losang Domam Doji Chang. Together with the assembly of gods, I offer this pure and beautiful collection to you. In your compassion, accept what I offer for the sake of all beings. Having accepted this to myself and to all beings, please grant your blessings through your great compassion. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, four continents, sun and moon. We offer in visualizations as field of Buddhas. We all sentient beings thirst and enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, anger, and ignorance, my body, my wealth, and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with freedom from three poisons. Venerable Holy Gurus, in the space of your true body, from billowing clouds of your wisdom and love, let fall the rain of profound and extensive Dharma in whatever form is suitable for subduing sentient beings. Om Yidam Guru Rana Mandala Kam Niyatayami. Precious Guru, please grant me all realizations of the path, from Guru devotion to the completion of the training, the unified Raja state. Please grant me blessings that my mind will become Dharma, that Dharma will become the path, that hindrances in the path may not occur, that I may cease all wrong conceptions and receive immediately the two precious bodhisattvas. Okay, let's all greet Rinpoche. Good evening, Rinpoche.
Good evening. So, some long time no see, long time no teaching. So today's topic is how to practice renunciation. The reason why I want to talk about this is many people like to ask about Dharma practice, ask about how to improve themselves, but don't know how to improve themselves. Now the reason why I want to talk about this is because I care. I genuinely care that that each and every one of us have our own struggles, but yet we also need to be responsible for our own practice. In this, some people tell me, say, some old student say they see other people other people or other religion or other people who didn't take bodhisattva vows, didn't do any practice but still live very well, so then they decide to not practice. They decide to just become a praying person. Some people practice, some people choose to just become a devotee, some people just choose to become just strong faith to particular Buddha and just do recitation. Whatever it is your own choice. And I want to say about this is the practice, how is it that we can all practice renunciation in our own time and space, that it becomes real. Because if not, it becomes like after a while, the bad habit comes back, and then it happens to be, the most common thing is always, how come people don't see my good, only see my bad? Right? How come people only remember my bad thing but don't remember the good thing? Right? This is the same. Everybody say the same things. Everybody say the same thing. Everybody wants to feel, everybody wants and chooses to feel victimized. Then there is the other type that says, I practice renunciation, I practice three principal aspects of the path, I practice bodhicitta, everything I want to help, everything I want to do, everything I can give, everything I can offer, everything I can do. That is the other extreme. You seem to be doing everything right, but it must be according to what you feel you want. It's like if you want to give food, if you want to give food, do you give food? Do you give meat to vegetarians? Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't give meat to vegetarians. Vegetarians, it is their choice to be vegetarian, and so therefore when you want to give something, you give them according to their needs, and not give according to to fulfill your own wants and to fulfill your own our own particular ego or pride or whatever. All these things are easy to say, but when it comes to doing it, I got my idea, I got my idea, this is my plan, that we can do this, we should do this. Another extreme would be what I say you have to do. What I say you have to do. Yeah. So these are all different aspects of how we need to cultivate this awareness, because if we don't cultivate awareness, or we don't allow ourselves to enjoy awareness, right? What is awareness? Somebody asked me privately, what is awareness? Awareness is when you know you need to go to toilet. You see? Because you don't want to make an embarrassment to yourself. If you have diarrhea and you just say, oh, I have diarrhea, then I just stand there and diarrhea. Or if you have pain or you're uncomfortable and you start to stand by, don't go out, or you just stand by near to the toilet or washroom or whatever, isn't it? But you say that, oh, what is awareness? If we know how not to get ourselves physically dirty, but we don't care when we do get mentally dirty, right? Of course, His Holiness he came up this physical hygiene and mental hygiene. I thought this is really, really very skillful, a wonderful word, His Holiness Dalai Lama says, right? Physical hygiene, mental hygiene. So, awareness, before you can practice renunciation, let us first start with some awareness. Awareness is when before it gets something that you cannot control, you start to do something else to observe it. Okay? I give you one very good something that I personally do. You want to know? How? You think I don't get angry? I get angry. But how is it that I still can smile at everything? How my own personal practice is? I get angry, and then I look at what is it I'm angry. Okay? And then because I know this fire inside the oven, fire inside the oven become too hot, it will overheat, So who don't get angry? Everybody gets angry, right? Similarly, who don't get wrong view? Everybody get wrong view, right? Who don't get jealous? Everybody get jealous. Who don't get upset? Everybody get upset. Everybody have all this, including you, including me. But how to deal with it is, how I personally deal with it is, you visualize or feel, I pluck this thing that caused this thing that upset me. Whatever it can be, I pluck it out and put it, imagine, and then I put it outside on the table, and then I stare at it. So I separate object and subject. Object is my body, speech and mind. Subject, what trigger my mind. So I pluck it out, put here, I look at it. Angry? Jealous? Upset? self-righteous. What is that? Then like watching small fish in a glass bowl, you know. Small fish in a glass bowl like this, like watching TV. One glass cup or glass bowl, then like watching the fish swimming inside. Then what you watching this emotion, this anger inside. Then you stare at it, and then after that, now you separate the object, right? The object is my body, speech and mind, right? And then I pluck out the subject there. Then feel, after look at it, stare at it like meditation, you know. Stare at it but not be affected. Because we say when you meditate, you know, whatever the thoughts that come in, right, you let it go out. Like open the back door, then let it go out, right? But I feel sometimes it is very disturbing for me personally. Why? When I was young, I always had to do many retreat, and I really didn't like just eating potato and cauliflower. And at the time it was really just potato and cauliflower and rice. You just do retreat, then they put one tiffin with rice and the potato cauliflowers in it. Yeah, just put there. All the time just eating the same thing, you know. And what happened to me was I got homesick, or I start to miss our own food. Even in the recitation, you know, with the offering and everything, right? I would dream of simple things like just white rice and sunny side up, and duck soya sauce. You know, it's just a distraction of it. The distraction. I just meditate, and then it's like, oh, that kind of food also cause stomach to have a lot of bloating. Potato and cauliflower also always a lot of bloating. Suddenly the bloating cause pain. Then meditate, then always have this thought about food, this thought about this. They say, oh, you want to let the thought, open the back door, let the thought go out, you know. It's impossible. Sometimes for me it get more and more. Oh, first I think of sunny side up and plain rice. Right, later on, I got ching teng floating in front of me, you know. It's to get more and more real, you know. Yeah, then after that, got like, you know, barbecue chicken wing, then, no, satay and ketupat. Yeah, then got popia. Yeah, then think of ice cream and the Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola Nepal have that time. Then think of Mars bar, because I can buy from the monastery coffee shop one Mars bar and Coca-Cola. Then, but I cannot go out, right? And I cannot write a note, right? I pray somebody will buy me the Coca. It never came, right? It never came. Oh, so then it irritated me so much that I stopped meditating. Then I thought, what if why don't I do like this? I pluck it out and I put it there. Then I just look at it. So I separated. Effectively, what I effectively did was I started to separate my observation from internally to externally. So I body, speech and mind and thought. Right? So things that for me this attachment to food at the time is very real, very, very real. Then food inside room is not cold, not hot, so it was okay. But the problem I felt with food was terrible. Then my guru had clairvoyance. Then he started to ask me to, before I eat, then he asked me to recite all the long food offering prayers, you know. One of the prayers, you know, I eat this food not to get fat, not to get thin, not to get everything, you know. Yeah. Then it was, at that time I'm only 17 years old. Oh, it's not easy at all. Not easy. So then I started to do like that. I take out these thoughts and put in front of me. And then I started to stare. Sometimes it helped me. It helped when I started to write down my distraction. Right? Sometimes I thought of my grandmother, so I had to write down grandma. What kind of food that distracted my mind, I write down. Then I just stare at it, at the paper, small sheet of paper, and then I stare at it. Right? Usually I didn't have writing paper, so I wrote on toilet paper. Wrote on toilet paper, one sheet, then I put there. So after the meditation session of staring at this to separate body, speech and mind and afflictive emotion, right, or the thoughts that cause affliction, I look at it, then I start to accept it. At first is you don't want to accept, oh, I'm supposed to be pure. Then you start to accept it. Then I surrender my thought or want to be pure or want to be or give in. I surrender. Then I thought, yes, I accept. Then after I surrender, I start to offer all these things in mandala. I start to offer them away. Then as I was willing to offer them away, somehow it helped in my mind. Of course, I want to say this whole process took days to weeks. Every day when I'm meditating, whatever this thoughts that came, I write down, and then I write down, then I just put there, and then I started to not reject it, not label it, and also not fear it. I write it down, then put down and meditate. I know this thing is, why this thing have a control over my mind is first, I must accept it. I must accept it. So similarly, what is renunciation? You must accept that you have the fault. We must accept that we have the fault, and we must accept that we are not perfect. And not to say we are not perfect and then so they use it. I also not perfect. Why you scold me? But honestly saying that, oh, I know I'm not perfect, so I'm a little bit embarrassed. Right? I embarrassed, and then I try slowly what I can deal with it, how I can deal with my own mind. Okay, how I deal with my body, speech and mind becomes my own awareness and my own responsibility. Then it becomes my own choice. First awareness, then your own my own responsibility, then my own choice. From there, awareness, responsibility, okay, and then my own choice to say, I make the decision to not do for 1 day. Then success, then 2 days. You don't need to say, oh, I forever don't think about food. It's impossible. Right? So for me, really this, that I start to slowly, first, then I renounce. Okay? I accept, and then I renounce. Now, why am I saying this? Is because it is very common for me to face many people to ask me for advice so that they can solve their problem. You see, they don't want to be responsible for their own result. Therefore, they want to ask, Rinpoche, what can I do? Any advice for me? What can I do? What puja can I do? What can I do? Or you see? And then they want to solve the problem only. But they don't know how to face themselves, and of course it's very easy to say internalize it, but how to internalize, that's what I just shared with you. Look at it, take it out. For me is I took it out, right? I took out. So sometimes I didn't like the cauliflower so much. So my lunch, so Sunday there one piece of cauliflower. So I took it all this object of that what I don't like. I put a piece of toilet paper. Then I put one cauliflower. Then I look at it. Why I don't like you? Why? Why do I not like you? Actually, there's no reason, no. But somehow just don't like, no. So I slowly. It took me so long. Now I like. Now I eat. I just had cauliflower for lunch. Right? But that time is, you really look, and I just really look, what is it that I don't like? Is it your nature? Is it how you look like? Is it your color? Is it your taste? Actually, just by everything, by logical reasoning and by everything, there's no reason why I don't like. So what I did was, since I cannot find the reason why I don't like, right? I started to accept that, yes, I just don't like. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with you. That means there is what? I am triggered by something that doesn't taste the way I want it to be. So it is again up to my own ego. Maybe I thought, at that time in the 80s, Chinese Buddhist temple had free vegetarian chicken drumstick, which was basically just cauliflower dipped in batter and deep fried. And then they call it drumstick lah. Big pieces of cauliflower dipped in batter and deep fried. So I thought, monastery should do like this, no? But every time just cauliflower potato with masala. Today potato with cauliflower, tomorrow cauliflower with potato. Yeah, night time sure tenduk or tukpa. Breakfast chapati or white bread. No, chapati or the white sweet bread, no. Yeah, it's now can laugh at it, but when it was there, for weeks or months, it's just like that, and then cannot go outside. The space is like just really just one small room. Then break time, just look outside the window, see the birds fly, see the just looking at the tree, see the bird fly, see other little monks playing, see Geshe Jigme that time running. Yeah, they're very happy, all the other. Yeah, but I'm trapped inside, right? Then my guru sometimes will just come inside the room. Then I will tell my guru. Then my guru say, okay, I didn't lock the room door. If you don't like, you can just walk out. Wow, at first very happy, right? Then when he go off, I don't dare to walk out. Yeah, he give me. If you don't like, you walk out. You just don't do the retreat. Just break. Oh, then I got scared. Yeah, my guru never says that. Oh, cannot. I lock you from outside, this and that and everything. No. He said, if you don't like, you just walk out. Yeah. So all these things really is important for me to say, to have this awareness. What is it that I don't like? Of course, what I want to say is the thoughts that I have. I told you I wrote on the toilet paper, right? I write down. Then the thing that I don't like to eat, I put the cauliflower there. So I spend the time meditation and looking at this cauliflower and the thoughts that come in my mind. So I separate the object and the subject. Object is this body, this speech, this mind, the subject of these things. What is it this thing doesn't have eyes, doesn't have nose, doesn't have body, doesn't have tongue, cannot taste, doesn't have sixth sense, and doesn't have everything, but somehow this thing can drive me crazy. I took it out one by one and write. So what I felt was, I want to share is what I did was, I started to accept that there are just things that I have no answer. Right? Like sometimes I have no answer. And when I have no answer, I realize it is something that I have to be responsible for. It's something only I can be responsible for, because now the thing is, that time no handphone, no TV, nobody to talk to, right? I cannot blame anybody. It's useless to blame the cook. You cannot see the cook. I don't know who cooked, but somehow the food is there, right? So there's nothing. Just in the end, everything is myself. The whole situation is myself. Right? So what I want to share is, we do like this even in your daily life. You write down, and then the thoughts that disturb you and everything, or the person that you don't like, you put down there, you think, what is it? Even the person never do anything, will it trigger you or not? If it does, then is the situation is yourself, no? It's not that person, Right? So that was how I personally did. So how to practice renunciation is first to accept that we have our own strength and weakness. Okay, we accept our strength. We must also accept what we don't know, and we must also accept that we also don't know why we are like that. And then that is where that is where I know I do purification for. Okay, purification for. So like, are you angry with something, the subject or the thought, everything? They're very angry. You pluck it out and then put there and just stare at it. You separate it out. Don't let it stay inside you. Separate it out. For me, I took the cauliflower, because I don't like the cauliflower. I took cauliflower, put it in my heart, pluck it out. I made a sound, and I put on the toilet paper and just stare at it. Yeah, it helped me at that time. So I was laughing at myself, Pluck the angry thing also. I put down there, made the sound. I had to entertain myself. No, I think I'll go crazy. Yeah. So I just did like that. 就这样子做. Right? Look and stare at it, because there's no one else there, no one else to talk to, no one else to blame, no one else to point finger, no one else to say, oh, because of you lah, because of this, because of that. No, actually it's all ourselves. That's why enlightenment is also you get your own enlightenment, nobody else. Kindness of other sentient beings help you to get enlightened. So the kindness of the things, of recognizing the things that I don't like, help me to have my own thought of renunciation. Because of this, that, I choose to be responsible. So renunciation is a step-by-step thing. It cannot be said, oh, maybe some people think that, oh, I renounce smoking is bad for me, so I renounce smoking, right? And then after that, so I renounce smoking. Tomorrow I don't need to smoke already. From tomorrow onwards, I don't need to smoke. First, you take the cigarette out. There are people who are very, very addicted. Then put the cigarette out. There are people who are very, very addicted to eating sweets, candy. Put them there. Then just look at it. Without, first, maybe arises many thoughts. Oh, candy, I want to eat, or I want to smoke, or some alcohol. No, I want alcohol. Just look at it and everything, and then accept it, and then don't forget to, we always say, Buddha of love, Buddha of compassion. Buddha of love is Maitreya. Buddha of compassion is Chenrezig Kuan Yin. Send love and send compassion to all sentient beings. Please don't forget, you should be the first one to receive love and first one to receive compassion. If you didn't receive love and compassion, it's always like that. You are doing the sadhana, right? The deity is coming on, the lights and the rays and everything, the nectar come to you first. Then you can give to others, isn't it? Right? It come to you first. That means we must first be ready to accept and experience love. If not, it will be, whatever we practice, it goes back to karmic instinct. What is karmic instinct? Karmic instinct is an instinct of your childhood. How your grandparents and your parents were, you go back to behaving, you instinctively behave like that. Instinctively behave like that. Okay? Because you see it all the time, you hear it all the time, you are being talked to like that all the time, so you instinctively behave like that. Right? So, I give you a good example would be some people have a look at me syndrome. Okay, look at me syndrome has another side is called FOMO syndrome, fear of missing out or look at me. But why did it happen like this? Is because when they are young, the parents want them to listen to the parent only, or the grandparent or whoever, only listen to them. The child grow up, feel that whatever he or she say is useless. They will never hear me, they will never see me. Right? And so what is the situation? The situation is the child see the parent as look at me. Right? The parent want the child to look at me, listen to me. So then this child would instinctively want to be, look at me, see me, look at me. Would do everything he or she can to get attention of other people to look at them, or if not, they will do anything or everything to get everybody to notice that they are around or they are not around. Okay? 这个是一种心理学，心灵的创伤。Okay? So it can, many people think that, oh, this person is just like that. But we need to go deeper. This person is like that because of what? How can you have compassion? You need to have compassion because with compassion, you can feel other beings suffering when they were young. And because of that, they are trapped. They don't want to behave like that, but they also don't know how to don't behave like that. So how? You just need to be there, assure them, encourage them. Like maybe for me is, I face myself. Oh, my attachment to, I told you just now, very strong attachment to food, because it was the food that was my so-called at the time greatest torture. Oh, I dreamt, I think one day I almost wake up, wanting to eat my pillow. I was holding the corner of a pillow wanting to eat, thinking that in the dream I'm thinking going to eat something. Yeah. So then I thought, oh, this really ridiculous. So that I started to write down. I write down this. I had a notebook I gave to my guru. Yeah. So at that time, Singha Rinpoche was upstairs, and Chandrazik Gompa was upstairs. So in the middle of the night, almost the middle of the night, he asked Venerable Roger to come down, knock on my room door as to go upstairs. Yeah. So I thought, I want to sleep. Then I thought, oh, Guru asked me to go upstairs. It's a good escape, right? I can come out of the retreat room. So I went upstairs. And then Singha Rinpoche gave me teaching from 11 to 5 a.m. And then he said, oh, now you can go back and continue your... Yeah, it happened a few times. And Rinpoche had clairvoyance. Rinpoche knew what I was facing. So first when I went up, he asked them to prepare me a very nice cup of hot tea, masala tea, hot tea. Then I drank. Then he said, oh, he thanked me for doing the retreat. You know, I'm very young and everything. Then he said it's very good. And after that, he gave. I was doing this retreat. Then he gave me the pointers how to do the retreat and this and that and everything. Yeah. So that left very deep imprint in my mind. Oh, Guru is really clairvoyant. Yeah. Another Guru, also clairvoyant, comes in at the Every time in between session, the moment I lie down on the floor, lie down on the bed to stretch my back, he opened the door. Ha. Yeah. 1 week, he comes in about 5 times. 5 times, only 2 times he see me doing recitation. 5 times he see me lie on the bed. Yeah. So Geshe Lama Kunjuk, yeah, he somehow, really he just opened the door, and then he see me lie on the bed, then he laugh. Then he closed the door. Yeah. So how to practice renunciation? That's the way to, I feel that's the way to practice renunciation, is first to be aware, and then to look at it. Either it is object of greed, object of anger, object of jealousy, object of everything. All the object put down there. What is that thing? What is this thing, or this person, or this food, or this thought that really disturb the body, speech, and mind, right? If you can even do it as generates. If you are practicing tantra, then self-generated as deity, body is deity, speech is mantra, mind is wisdom, and then as body, speech, and mind deity, and then you look at this thing with divine pride. Look at this samsaric habituation. If we say you receive initiation, and then you are supposed to be, in the normal time you're supposed to be action deity, isn't it? Then action deity and samsaric emotion should be separate. So this is what I do. I put there separate. I look this one. I look at this one. I look at this thing. Somehow anything. So for this information sharing. So what I did was, at the end of my session, I feel I cool down. Then that paper I put in the toilet and flush. Or you just burn the toilet paper, put in the toilet. For me, sometimes I burn and put in the toilet. Right? So like I recognize that I'm willing to give it up. Sometimes the thing that I write down, not sometimes, the actual truth is we are attached to anger. We are attached to the thing that make us feel angry, make us feel this, because we feel that if not because of this, then it's not me anymore. You understand? Like for example, would be like Ile and her short hair, right? Can Ile, if I ask Ile, oh Ile, can you grow long hair? Of course, she can do it in 1 day. Yeah, she can have long hair in 1 day. You see, but honestly, if you have long hair and I said, oh, you cut short hair, then you think, oh, this is my identity. This particular manifestation is my identity. Or some people think that I like to wear flowery shirt, right? So then they think, oh, flowery shirt is my identity. Then I write down, this flowery shirt my identity. The truth is, I hated flowery shirt. I never have flowery shirt, not even one. Never. All my shirt, all plain and it's very simple. Maybe just some line. Then one day, I was doing as in Bukit Timah time. I did this 1000 Chenrezig retreat. And the retreat really took very long time. I don't know. Sometimes many people say, oh, you can recite very fast. It's not about recitation very fast. Sometimes it just, why, I also don't know why, just somehow cannot. Recite, fall asleep, recite, very tired, or recite, then get sick, recite, then very unwell, right? Then I think, oh, the purification obstacle. That retreat took very long time. Then I just suddenly thought, oh, I kept on looking at the picture of Thousand Chenrezig. What is it? Chenrezig didn't wear plain clothes, Chenrezig's clothes have a very nice design and flowers and a long life sign and everything, right? So then I thought, oh, maybe my idea of Chenrezig, my idea of practitioner is to be plain, is wrong. Right? So then I started to say, I accept whatever it is I can accept. Whatever it is I can accept. So I started to, I think it was somebody started to, I think it was Ile want to buy me a hibiscus flower print shirt. I think it was her. Right? That we have a very good laugh. Right? Then at first I thought, oh, it looked funny. Then I just decided, huh? Was it Nana? Nana. What is it? Nana just came. Yeah. So, yeah, so then after that I just accept whatever it is I can, whatever it is I can accept, whatever it is I can wear. Right? So the idea is, the thing that I don't like, why sometimes you don't want to burn it away. You don't want to let it go. You don't want to let go, or you know it's not right, but you don't want to forgive that person. You still want to hold the anger. You still want to hold the wrong view. You still want to hold the wrong thought. You want to still want the this and that, you know. Yeah. So my advice for you is, you write down everything on the toilet paper. So after you poop, then you burn it into the toilet filled with your own poop, then you flush. But look at it, then you must be willing to let it go, then you flush. Maybe it's good practice for you. Right? How to practice renunciation is like this, step by step. You have to take responsibility for yourself. What you want to release your own attachment about. Okay? Attachment may not be something, like I say, it may not be something enjoyable or beautiful. It can be you are attached to your own anger. You're attached to your own ignorance. You're attached to your own style. You're attached to your own idea of how things should or should not be. Right? Like, I remember one time, Lama Kunchok the kitchen. Then there was this foreigner who came, foreigner nun who came and then started to rearrange everything in the kitchen, clean and everything. So kitchen become very nice, very clean and this and that, you know. But then soon the nuns sort of like take over the whole kitchen. This thing can only put like that, cannot put like this, can put like that. And then one day, this nun always been like this for some time, then very funny, you know. Lama Kunchok will ask them to, I can go do something, then after that he started to do, I think he did on purpose. The person was doing that, is make toma, the champa powder, he sprinkle everywhere. He does pepper powder, put chili powder, because Lama Kunchok like to eat chili powder with a radish and cucumber, you know? And then sometimes in his room, his prayer room, always one bowl with champa powder, pak champa. Then he have a cup of one flask of Tibetan tea. Then one spoon of champa powder he put in his mouth, direct powder. Then he sip the tea and slowly he like this. I say I also want to eat like that. He say cannot, because actually some people died doing that. The powder went into the nose, the airway, and then choke, right? And so he didn't allow me to do that, but I did it behind him and said, "Oh, can, but who say I cannot? I can, or who say I cannot?" Right? Yeah. So the nun got very upset. So Lama Kunchok told, say, "You're a nun. You're supposed to do the best. Not you're here, but you're doing your best. Your best of controlling the kitchen. This is not your kitchen." Right? This is not your kitchen. They said, this is not your kitchen, this is also not your thing. Yeah? Keep clean and everything up and respect everybody that is here. Okay? Keep clean and respect everybody that is here. So this is something that is important, because for everything that we do, for everything that we do. We like to say we do our best. Right? I already done my best. Why nobody appreciate? The moment you say that, it means you have no power. No? Why nobody appreciate? Because you see, the moment you say that, it means if nobody appreciate, that means you are useless. You are not powerful by yourself. You need somebody else to appreciate you, then you become worthwhile. You understand what I'm saying? Then you need somebody to appreciate you, to say you're good, then you are good. But in practice, do we need that? Okay, so we always hear, that's why I said, I advise many people, including I advise myself, right? What is it that we can do to realize our own power? What is our own power? Our own power is to recognize our strength, okay, and work on revamping ourselves, okay, and on that weakness, okay. That weakness is not necessarily a weakness. That weakness is a strength, because now you know it's a weakness. It's no longer a weakness. It becomes awareness. From awareness, then the next thing you work on it. Then you work on it. Step by step, we work on it. Right? The moment you just say that, nobody can recognize what I've done, nobody remember me, I come to temple, for so many years, I've done so much, and nobody is my friend, I have no friend in temple, I have no friend, this and that, You have no friend because you don't want to friend people or what? You understand? You see, the moment you hear people complain, then you know, this person is how, this, that. Tiobo? You understand? Right? And it is not something to laugh at other people, because we know every one of us is like that. No? Every one of us is like that. Everybody wants attention. Everybody also FOMO. Everybody wants somebody to solve our problem, tell us what to do so we can solve our problem. The thing is, we can solve the issue, solve the problem, but cannot solve you. Because you always create problem. You are the problem. You are the problem creator. I solve one issue, but I cannot solve you. Only you can solve you. That's what Buddha said, I cannot wash away your sins. I cannot take away your bad karma. Only you can solve you. Today, your misunderstanding, your unhappiness, we can talk about it, that's solved. I can be the person to the middleman. What do you call this? Mediator, right? Then after that, everybody okay. Right after that, boom, fight again. Why? Because the problem is you. You are the creator of your own problem. So if you don't face yourself, you don't want to face yourself, you don't want to have the awareness, you don't want to accept it, and then you give up, surrender, you're clinging to it, surrender, you're clinging to your anger, clinging to judgment, clinging to self-righteousness, you cannot escape yourself. We are ultimately our own, prison warden. Make sure we keep ourselves inside. So that's how you should start to practice renunciation. It's not very easy to say, oh, I renounce the attachment to samsara. It's like farting, you know. Just fart. Stomach got gas, just fart. Ah, I renounce attachment to samsara. There's no meaning. What is samsara? Bloody, your samsara is you. If you have no body, and if you don't eat, you have no sickness, you got no fart. You are your own samsara. You are your own idiotic behavioral idiosyncrasy lineage holder. You are the lineage holder of our own idiosyncrasy, your own bad habit, own thought, own everything, own stubbornness. Like for example, you know, some people also have different kind of things, you know. Like some people have, I don't like other people to force me. I don't like other people to force me. They force me, immediately I get very triggered. Tell me one time, tell me second time, tell me third time, I'm very triggered already. Why? I feel you are forcing me. Okay, I don't force you. Don't force me also when you are suddenly sick and then you need to go hospital and then you need this and then cry lah, write letters of confession lah, pray lah, cry lah, or do butter lamp, do puja, say I'm sorry lah. What do you want me to do? I can hard boiled egg give you. Right? May you be like this egg zero to when you eat it become hero. Suck it. You know? What can I do? I cannot do anything. But many people expect it to be like that, you know. I've been I can be I give you I prove to I show this, you know. What you want me to do? Everybody only know throw their problem at me. Everybody want me to wash their backside. When they get problem, they come at me, and then after that they want me to solve the problem. What can I do? You understand? Then I become what? Powerless. How can I hold my own power? You know what I do now? It's your choice. You happy? Can already? Right? Like for example, there are some children I know bully other children. But they're very scared to let me know. But I know. Right? Bully other children. But I know. But then they see me, they say, nah. They want to put on their best behavior. Hoping that I won't scold them. Then other people arrange for them to come and see me. Then other people want me to, other people also hope that I will say something to the kids. The truth is I will just tell the kids. It's your choice. It really is your choice. Yeah. There are also situations where people try to tell me how to teach my own children. People want to tell me what to feed my children, how I should tell other people not to do or what to do and this and that. There are people who do that, you know, very often. Of course, it's not easy to be my children now. Yeah, they are surrounded by everybody who want to tell them what to do, right? From the godmas to the godpas to the father to the mother to the grandmother to the helper, maybe to come temple, the nuns, right? Then got other people come and tell them what to do, this and that. This is reality. All children face everywhere on, right? Like document grew up also like that, no? Document, huh? Yeah. You know who's document? Wen Jian. You know who is Wen Jian? Right? Yeah. Yeah. There's his nickname, childhood nickname is called Document. Yeah. Right? It's his choice. It's his choice. He grew up now, become army officer. His choice. Some other people will just succumb to it, that, oh yeah, this, and then become rebellious. I don't like, don't do, no, not happy, this one. No power, no power. Many people choose to have no power, but they feel that because if they can rebel, they are powerful. Actually, no power. No power. What is power? Power is every day continue your own practice. Every day continue your discipline. When even doing your thing, even when nobody see and nobody praise and nobody look, but your continuity is there. That one is power. Right? And when people need it, you show up and you are there. That is power. Normal time, make a lot of noise, make a lot of complaint, cry, complain, this and that, this. Right? So this, my sharing. Okay? How you can practice renunciation. Renunciation is step by step different aspect of our own personality. First you accept, and then you surrender, denying it. I accept, yes, I have this fault. Right? I accept I have this fault. I surrender, denying it. I look at it. Then the next thing is I look at the thing that make me angry. I take it out and look at it. Still stare at it. Stare at it until that afflictive emotion dies off. It will die off. Even if you can stare at your anger for 1 hour. Stare. After a while you get tired, no? Half an hour you get tired. Still angry. Still angry. Then you start to laugh, I'm very tired being angry, very tired observing anger, and slowly you give up. Even our own bad habit, our own thought, this and that, you pluck it out and put there and stare at it. Stare at it. Right? Yeah. And if you can write it down on a piece of paper, toilet paper, then you can flush, or you can flush, write it down, and then you look at it. After you get bored reading your story that why you are angry. Because you're bored justifying to yourself. Because nobody to justify, you're justifying to yourself. Your own self also get tired of your own afflictive emotion. Right? Then slowly through the days, the weeks, the months, the shift will come. It is a small shift at a time. Slowly it will shift. Slowly it will shift. What is it that I'm so attached? Why is it I'm so controlling? This thing, it comes slowly, step by step, step by step, step by step. Okay? The controlling can come in different forms. How I need my clothes to be ironed. How I need the floor to be clean. How I need the kitchen, the things to be arranged. How I want this, how I want that. How I want you to listen to me, to follow the way it must be done accordingly. How I'm attached to showing black face to people. Upset, angry face. Yeah, our own bad habit and attachment, our own. Then slowly you take out and then you write down. And then you keep on looking at it, you're looking at it. Then once you get bored of it, do you agree to let it go? Do I agree to let it go? When you agree, then take and flush. Okay? It will take time, but it will slowly have a shift in your own practice, in your own mind. Okay? Any question? Yes?
Sifu. So if we give up all this, right? For example, we give up our anger, then we give up attachment. So let's say apply to work, our work life. Would we be seen as like you are a person with no drive? Like you everything, when people ask you for advice, oh, I give you this advice. Then they will be like, this person like no drive like that. So how should we draw the line between I'm a person with no drive, or I'm a person who is zen to give you better advice, something like that?
First of all, I'm saying myself, I work on my own anger 40 years, 40, 50 years, I still angry. I still get angry. Not so easy. As for your work and everything that you say that you'll be very zen and this and that, actually not getting angry does not mean being zen. Not angry can mean that you become a very skillful and intelligent person. Like for example, Manjushri, Prince of Dharma, very Buddha of wisdom, right? Holding the sword and holding the text, right? Actually, sword is manifestation of violence and destruction. But to transform violence and destruction, instead of destroying people or you destroy your own wrong view, destroy your own attachment, as well as this, cut away, right? And with wisdom, to have skillfulness on how you can influence yourself first, so that you can 带动叫什么？带动叫什么？啊 ？Okay. Influence. You can influence other people. Yeah, it's not that I say I have no anger, then people ask you that, oh, I'm very zen person. To be Buddhist is to be very zen. Oh, 是的，是的，阿弥陀佛。Oh, 是的，oh yeah. Oh, okay. I will also die. Okay, right? But it does not mean that is wrong. There are actually real people who really practice. They automatically, oh yes, the mind really become very, very easy. But they are not pushovers, you know. When you practice the Dharma, it means your mind, your ego does not possess you. But it also does not mean if you don't allow ego to possess you, it does not mean you allow yourself to be a doormat for everybody to step over. So the most important thing of practicing Buddhism is not about morality, you know. All religion talk about morality, you know. Right? The most important thing about Buddhism, if you got a car, right, and three or four person in the car, or 3 person in the car, the driver is wisdom. Okay? The person sitting next to the driver is compassion. Morality is at the trunk. Right? Because morality, it is good. It can help to accumulate merit, accumulate good karma. But then, what is this merit and good karma for? You need to accumulate merit with the motivation channel towards the awakening, our own realization. Then somehow it can work like this. But if you want to have morality, so to have good karma, so other people can recognize you, so other people can see you, so other people can respect you, other people can listen to you, that morality itself becomes polluted. So the most important thing is not to glorify morality, but really to turn on the lights, have wisdom. And when you switch on the lights, have compassion for all the things that are all over the place. For example, you're always a dark room, right? Then put new wire and then put a light bulb. Then when you turn on the lights, you realize there are lots of what? Cockroaches. Have compassion. Don't smash the cockroaches. Right? Maybe you can sweep them up and start cleaning up the whole place. You start to put, start to sweep, start to wash the thing. When you got soap powder smell, all these beings, they start to leave. Automatically, have compassion is most important. Wisdom and compassion. Wisdom and compassion is what we hope to not achieve, but allow it to blossom naturally. You know, allowing the flower, appreciating the flower, allow flower to blossom, and not force the plant. When you force the plant, too much fertilizer can also kill the plant. Not enough water, not the right soil, not the right temperature, not this, not that, everything. So, it's very simplistic to say that karma is, if you do this and you do this, you will get this. Okay? Many people like to say, oh, because if you have this and you have this, you will get this. Right? Correct? Many people like to say this. Wrong. Chili seed and soil and water and sunlight equals to harvesting chili? Does it equate to harvesting chili? Why? I grow chili seed, you know. Why wouldn't I harvest chili? Why shouldn't I harvest chili? Come, let's discuss. Huh? Sorry? Wrong proportion. Okay, what else? Good. What else? Huh? Got bugs, yeah? Temperature, what else? Huh? Insects, yeah, bugs. Okay, what else? Huh? Sunlight, okay. What else? Weather condition, okay. What else? Never take care, okay, good. What else? Method, okay, what else? Rotten seed, okay. Bird what? Bird eat the seed. Okay, yes, these are all not wrong answers. Okay? There's part 1 and part 2 of this answer I share with you. I'm not here to correct you. I just want to say all this, what you say, all not wrong, you know. But have you ever thought that you said the seed is rotten, right? Have you ever think that, what if the chili seed was fried? It's cooked chili seed. Because I say, I grow chili seed, you know. I know, I'm just saying chili seed, you know. Why can't I harvest chili? Right? So everything else what you all say is not wrong. But if the chili seed was cooked, microwaved and got cooked, nothing will come out of it. Even you get the best of everything. Now the second thing, suppose that everything is right. What is missing from the equation? Karma? Many people say, oh, no karma to receive the chili. Then again, no power, no? But I want to tell you this something, this awareness, okay? Okay? Please add this awareness condition called time. When we talk about karma, many people don't talk about time. So therefore they say, I give you teaching what? You came to learn what? How come you don't know? Because you need time. Isn't it? There's a subject, there's a conditional conditional subject called time. Even if everything is right, you still need time to grow, right? If I grow the perfect durian seed, perfect soil condition, perfect water, perfect hillside, perfect everything, right? You need time. Even you have the grafted tree and everything, you still need time. This is something, one part of many Buddhist scholars, I personally feel, in the study, didn't effectively focus on is one thing called time. Therefore, sometimes people are impatient with each other. So, please remember there's this condition called time. Isn't it? Can't hear.
Ba miao zhu zhang, you kill the plant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
also kill the plant, but what are you trying to say?
Not given enough time for the plant to grow. You
Oh, yes?
hasten, yes.
Yes, not given enough time, impatient. So you see, so I gave you a trick question, right? I plant chili seed, you know. How come I cannot? Why can't I harvest chili? It's a trick question. First thing is, always go to the motivation. Is the motivation good or not? That's why what we need to spend the time in our prayer and meditation is the four immeasurable. Spend some time to feel it. May all beings be free from all suffering and its causes. They feel it. Take some time, even some seconds. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Like this, slowly. Right? Like what is the best, many people do not know, what is the best prayer to do every day. So my advice to, if you do not know what prayer to do, best prayer to do every day, then recite the King of Prayers. Because the King of Prayer itself is also the best dedication. Right? So please do that. Okay? Yeah, so no anger and everything, it does not mean that you cannot be skillful. Right? It does not mean you cannot be skillful. It does not mean they cannot be witty. Does not mean you cannot be fun. Life cannot be controlled by anger only. You just diminish the anger, it can become very funny. It can become very witty. Okay? Like this. This also another way we can influence others on to the path of awakening. Okay? So, okay, thank you. Good night.
Okay, let's offer mandala. Umahong, umahong, umahong. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, four continents, sun and moon, I offer in visualizations as still Buddhas. May all sentient beings thus enjoy this pure land. May my venerable Guru's life be firm, his wide divine actions spread in the 10 directions, and the torch of Losang's teachings dispelling the three worlds being's darkness always remain. Om Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niyatayami. Okay, let's do a long life prayer. In the land encircled by snowy mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Cherizit Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Long life prayer for General Rinpoche. May the teachings of the Buddha flourish. May those upholding the teachings have long lives. And may all transmigrators be well and happy. And may their temporary and ultimate aims be accomplished. Long life prayer for the Guru. Om Savasti, like the countless light rays that radiate from Ruby Mountain, is busy Amitayus, Lord of everlasting life, who captivates and one does not tire of seeing, whose essence is of infinite life, the nectar of immortality. Please instantly grant our Guru the city of stable and everlasting life. You are intelligent and skillful in upholding the traditions of Buddha, spreading the holy Dharma through explanations and practices, in order to lead disciples onto the path to liberation. You are the one who is an unequal guide. Please live a long and stable life. I request respectfully my precious holy Guru to enjoy excellent health. I request respectfully my precious holy Guru to live a long life. I request respectfully my precious holy Guru that your Dharma activities spread and flourish far and wide. I request respectfully my precious holy Guru to bless me to be never separated from you. In all my future rebirths, may I never be separated from my perfect Guru. May I enjoy the magnificent Dharma, and by completing the qualities of stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Due to the blessings of the Guru, the three jewels, and especially due to the enlightened activities of Manzan Gyalmo, may Singha Thupten Namdro Rinpoche's life be stable and his activities increase. Homage to the assembly of deities who are the source of 100 varieties of preciousness, by your knowledge, compassion, and power that liberates from mere singing hearing. From the blessing of the power, truth of the assembly of deities, may the lotus of long life, good health, happiness, and prosperity blossom. Okay, let's do a dedication. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of Guru Buddha, that I may be able to liberate all sentient beings from their sufferings. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow. May that born have no decline but increase forevermore. 每每则为那千千瑞子，瑞美见被王不将被扬。 感觉给被总见总卡巴罗三扎被扎拉索瓦的美美则为的千千日子，最美见被王不将培养感觉。
Thank you for attending teachings, everyone. And thank you, Rinpoche, for the teachings. So make the 3 prostrations, please. And once again, in tonight's announcements, just go through what's upcoming. So Qingming Festival 2024, it's open. So for registration, 29th all the way to the 29th March all the way to 10th of April is where Qingming Festival, right? So it's time for us to remember and pay respects to our ancestors and departed loved ones. So throughout this Qingming Festival, our resident Sanghas will be conducting prayers and offerings for 13 days consecutively, dedicating merits for the departed to transcend samsara and swiftly transmigrate to Amitabha's Pure Land. So please register right here and learn more about our Qingming event at this QR code. And we have the Qingming Festival Bountiful Food Offerings that's up on the 10th of April at 2 p.m. So with the recitation of mantras and prayers by Singha Rinpoche and the Sanghas, these offerings will be visualized as wonderful delicacies that will be offered to the 3 jewels and all sentient beings in the 10 directions. Upon completion of the offering ceremony on 10th of April, all food items will be donated to charities. Do scan this QR code to register for this bountiful food offering right here. And of course, upcoming will be the course that is led by our Venerable Losang Dechen. So on the 6th of April, on Saturday, 2 to 5 p.m. on site at 147 Tyree Road on Level 2's classroom. This is where if you're new to Buddhism and have just taken your refuge, unsure of how to start your daily Dharma practice, join us on this introduction class for beginners to start your daily prayers such as Shakyamuni Buddha, morning prayers, as well as the other prayers and mantras. Scan here to register. And of course, the ritual series where Dorje Bell and Hand Mudra class is starting on the 20th and 27th April, Saturday, where 2 to 5 p.m. at the temple's main hall. So the language of instruction will be English. So come and discover the profound significance of these implements in ritual practices and learn the art of utilizing them with the guidance from Geshe Jigme and Venerable Thupten children. So scan here to register for the course. And of course, celebrating Kuan Ying's Bodhisattva's birthday on the 28th of March, Thursday. So at 11 a.m., we'll be doing the food offering before all Buddhas, recitation of the Lotus Sutra Universal Gate chapter in Chinese. And at 8 p.m., we'll be doing Million Money Night. So Charismatic mantra recitation that is guided by Singha Rinpoche. And in celebration of this Kuan Yin Bodhisattva's birthday, join us as we engage in prayers and practices to create great merit and auspicious conditions for all beings. Scan here to make offerings. And there's this special Kuan Yin wish granting jewel in celebration of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva's birthday. We are also launching this Kuan Yin wish granting jewel, which is a great merit opportunity for devotees to adorn our holy rupa of 1,000-armed charitic with exquisite jade bangles. Name and wishes of the offer will be written on every bangle, which will then be placed on the holy rupa for 1 full year. Scan here to offer the Kuan Yin wish granting jewel today. And that will be all for this week. Thank you once again for coming for teachings, and we'll see you next week. This is Ilay signing off. Good night.